past, current, future energy. Past, current, future energy for Cancer. Uh-oh. All right, past, current, and future energy for Cancer. Okay, so we're going to start off. We have play here in the past energy. May you seek out fun and connection. All right, so with play here, I feel like there was a situation in the past, Cancer, that I feel like you weren't necessarily very serious about. Whether this be a relationship, uh, a partnership, there was something that you were doing in the past that you weren't. It wasn't like a very heavy, serious situation. You see what I mean? There was a lot of lightheartedness into it. You weren't putting a lot of like stress into the situation. It was just light and fun. Like whatever happens, it happens. There were no strings attached. There was nothing weighing you down in the situation here, right? And then we have balance here in the current energy. May you find equilibrium in motion. Okay, may you find equilibrium in motion. I feel like things are starting to become more serious, but I feel like there's also that energy of trying to keep things fun as well. Like not really, I feel like things are starting, like if you're, say you met somebody and you and this person like used to hang out all the time, you would go and like have like all these fun dates. You would go to the park, you would go to the batting range, you would go to the shooting range, you would go like rock climbing, you would go play tennis, you would go to like all the fun spots. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that as things progress in the connection, there's also going to be a need for more serious dates, more romantic things, going out to a candlelit dinner at, your favorite restaurant, or going to, just some event where it's just you and this person. You don't have a lot of others around. There are no others, just no other distractions, one-on-one interaction, that sort of thing. I feel like things are going to balance out. I feel like as things become more committed, more serious, you're going to start to focus more on one another. You're not going to need all of the distractions and the things in the background to come into play, where there's that word play. Whereas in the beginning, it almost was better off to have other things to kind of distract you, because you didn't want to be too serious. You wanted other people to kind of be around to keep the situation light, right? That's how you want it to be when you first meet someone. But as it becomes more serious, things are going to start to balance out. Okay, or at least that's the hope. Okay, at least that is the hope. So I feel like things are starting to balance out. Now we have receive here in the future. May you know you are worthy of the gift. I love this. Receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. So this is a time for you, I feel. This is like divine feminine energy. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a situation where the divine feminine is more relaxed. The divine feminine is got a smile on her face. The divine feminine is having their needs tended to. And I'm saying divine feminine because this is the energy that I I'm seeing. And with receive, that is the divine feminine aspect. Okay. So um and knowing that you're worthy of the gift. Some of you are about to receive a surprise. Because I'm just seeing things are getting more serious. Okay. I feel like you're going and you're coming from a situation, and I'm seeing this being a relationship, and I'm seeing two people. But I'm seeing at the beginning, there are more people that are around because there's an energy of wanting things to be lightweight, not wanting to get too serious, wanting to have fun. Okay. I'm getting an energy of dating, maybe even going on double dates or dates like groups. You know what I'm saying? With like groups of people. All right. Let's see. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about play. Tell me about play. So look, we have the Chariot and we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. The Chariot and the Seven of Swords. So in a bigger sense, I'm getting an energy of not really sure or not knowing where things are going. Okay. I'm getting an energy of someone who doesn't know quite where things are headed. And that is the reason for keeping things very lightweight, not wanting to get too serious with this one person. There could be an energy of, dating multiple people. I'm getting an energy of plenty of fish in the sea. Okay. You see all of the fish that are pretty much jumping out of the water here. Sorry. There you go. See that? The fish jumping in and out of the water, and it says play. So may you seek out fun. It says, may you seek out fun and connection. Yeah. So there's a sense of, you know, looking for someone to have fun with, not wanting to be too serious. And the reason why is because with that Chariot and the Seven of Swords, there's an energy of not really knowing where you're going or where you're headed. Okay, so not really wanting to settle down with one person because you're not really sure where you are going. Now, under the deck, we have the Nine of Swords is coming out. So this is giving me an energy of someone who has either been betrayed in the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that energy really of someone who's been betrayed in the past. With the Eight of Cups here, yeah, this is somebody who has, I feel, emotionally disconnected. All right. When it comes to like dating in that early phase, there's an energy of not really wanting to have too many feelings, right? This also talks about someone who is abandoning a situation, right? And seeking out their truth. So there could be an energy of someone who is just kind of wanting to go it alone, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't really know what they want. They don't want to hurt anyone either. I'm getting an energy of not wanting to hurt anyone. So tell me about balance here. May you find equilibrium in motion. So I'm getting an energy of this person moving on. All right. That Eight of Cups is also an energy of someone who's walking away or moving on, seeking their truth. And in this sense, I feel like balance. I feel like less people. I feel like there's the energy of less people around, or you dealing with less people is going to bring about balance. I don't feel like you're someone that can date multiple people at once. Yeah, needing to balance your emotions, needing to balance out the playing field. You know what I'm saying? Because right now there's an energy of too many people involved. So look, we have the Death card and the Page of Swords. Oh my God, look at this. There's the energy of cutting out all third parties, cutting out anyone who is outside of the connection. You just want to narrow it down to just you and one person that you're focusing on. There's an energy of not wanting to have too many other people involved, right? Because having too many people around is what affects you. I feel like there's an energy of you don't feel like the most secure when there are too many other people in your business. You know what I'm saying? In your business, in your relationship. Okay. Underneath the deck, the Hangman. The Hangman. This talks about being uncertain. Okay, having a lot of uncertainty, being unsure, right? Being unsure. And we have the Ace of Cups, and this talks about someone who's wanting more intimacy, someone who wants to have a deeper connection with their person. They don't want to be sitting around not sure which person is the right one, having all these options. They want to narrow it down to someone that they have a connection with. There's the energy of just having a connection with someone and being happy with that person. Now we have receive here. May you know you are worthy of the gift here. Okay, so interesting. We have the 10 of Swords, and then we have the 3 of Cups here in the reverse. Okay, so that 3 of Cups in the reverse is that energy of third parties, right? But we have the 10 of Swords, okay? And this represents an ending, right? Being done, something not working. There's also a scenario of someone who is somebody who's ending a period of isolation or being isolated off to themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the third, when you have the Three of Cups in the upright, this is people who are getting together, meeting up, conversating, having a cup of coffee, kicking it up. But when it's in the reverse, there's an energy of someone is isolated or someone is like pushed off to the side or being pushed off to the side. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. So there's going to be some sort of ending. There's going to be some sort of ending or some sort of betrayal, and someone is going to be pushed off to the side, or someone is going to feel betrayed and pushed off to the side. We have gift here that can represent an energy of somebody being surprised or caught off guard. All right. Under the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. So someone is standing their ground. Someone is being very defensive. And we have the Nine of Wands. It's like this person is refusing to walk away from a situation. Someone is standing their ground here. Somebody is standing their ground. Somebody's refusing to leave. So here's what I have here. I'm getting an energy of you were talking to multiple people in the past, right? With play. I'm getting an energy of there may have been more than one person, and you were playing the field. You were having a good time. You were getting to know people. You were, figuring out what you wanted. You didn't know what you wanted. Okay, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords. You didn't know what direction you wanted to go. You didn't know what you wanted, but you were playing the field. You were enjoying yourself, right? Now we have balance. I feel like things started to slow down. I feel like there's an energy of, you decided that, what, I need to choose one. I can't have them all. I can't have more than one person. I need to cut this out. We have the Death card. Now we have the Page of Swords. So you're cutting out all third party energy. You're deciding, I'm just going to focus on the one person that is closest to meeting my needs and making this happen. So now we have the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups in the reverse. So again, there's an energy of ending a third party situation. Okay. And we have receive, and this is surprise. Somebody is going to be shocked by this, and they are not going to leave. Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, Cancer. Somebody's not leaving. Okay. Somebody is shocked by the situation and they not leaving. Okay. I think I may open this up to the collective. It is a snow day, so there it is. So I am going to open this up as a free extended, a bonus reading for the collective. Okay. I will be recording videos for my members only. I will be doing that on this evening. So we'll likely do Cancer versus all 12 signs, and I'll probably do a Celtic cross reading with Cancer versus all 12 at the end for my members only. All right, but that is this situation here, you guys. So somebody is not happy about the fact that you decided that you only want one person. Okay, let's pull a couple more oracle messages before we clarify this. Somebody is not happy. And look at this, y'all. Look at what fell out the deck. Gifts. surprise. Once again, we have surprises. Okay. This somebody is definitely shocked. Somebody is not accepting the fact that you are wanting to settle down or focus on one person, and that person isn't them. Somebody is going to be fighting back. So it's the person that you're not choosing, obviously. And there may be more than one. So you're going to have to try to figure out exactly who this is. All right. You're going to have to try to figure out who this is. Yeah, Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Somebody is going to feel betrayed by the fact that you are walking away. They feel betrayed. You feel as though you're seeking your truth. You know what I mean? For you, you're just being honest, and you feel as though you're doing the right thing. You don't want to feel like you're being dishonest or leading anybody on or anything like that. This person is not seeing it that way. They feel like you're, pretty much just confessing to the fact that, you've been cheating on them, right? So look, we have short term and we have ascending here, okay? So there's an energy, it says preparing for union, new phase. And then we have short term, quick fling, endings, and time. So there is a situation where you are ascending, you are wanting a union. You are wanting an actual connection that is long lasting, long term. You're wanting something more serious. You don't just want to have fun anymore. It was good while it lasted, but there's an energy of things are starting to move forward. You know what I mean? Look, under the deck, we have dating queen. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. These cards are so sick. They're sliding all over the place. But we have dating queen under the deck. Okay, so again, abundance, opportunities, and dates. And it's like that was all good at one point, but I feel like again, you have moved on. Okay, you've moved on. So let's clarify this here. Tell me about this Chariot and the Seven of Swords here. Under the deck, we have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Chariot and the Seven of Swords. Slick cards, guys. Sorry. Chariot and the Seven of Swords with the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Chariot and the Seven of Swords. So we have the Six of Wands. Again, there's an energy of being out in the public. You know what I'm saying? There's an energy of also being seen, right? By others, wanting recognition, all right? Wanting to have some recognition. And I feel like that was the situation in the past, but I feel like that's gotten old. We have the Star. See, there's an energy of being the spotlight, wanting to be the spotlight. And with that Five of Cups, there's somebody who is not happy about not being chosen. There's somebody who is not happy that they're not the one. They're not the ones that Cancer has decided or wanted to be with. You see what I'm saying? They are let down. There's an energy of being let down. So I have to cover up that Star, you guys. Have to cover that one up. So let's move on here to balance here. I'm going to pull some more oracle messages here. And again, with balance, I'm just getting an energy of things are starting to become more calm. You're, not so, there's an energy of not really wanting to date all these people, not wanting to have so many different things going on, wanting to slow things down. Okay, wanting to slow things down. All right. So tell me about balance here. Give me some more oracle messages. Tell me about balance, please. Okay. And we have friendship, and then we have girl with the snake. So this says charmed or being used, enable, and boundaries. And then we've got friendship, friends, acquaintances, and network and boundaries. See, there's an energy of, see all these hands here. See all these hands. There's an energy of, you were networking, everything was all good, right? But now with girl with the snake, there's the energy of feeling as though you're crossing boundaries. I feel like things are getting more serious with one person. Do you see what I'm saying? There's an energy of finding balance with one of these people and knowing that you need to end it with the others because you don't want to seem as though you're taking advantage of anyone. You don't want anyone else to feel used by you. Okay. So yeah, there's all kinds of reasons. There's all kinds of reasons here why you just want to be friends now. Look, we have soulmate under the deck. See, there's the energy of there is one person out of this group that you are finding a great connection with. It says great connection and relationship. So things have gone from friends to more than friends with one of these people that you have been dating or networking with. And there's an energy of somebody is going to have to go, and because you're wanting a deeper level of connection with the hangman and the ace of cups. There's the energy of you having to leave someone behind in order to move on to something more intimate. Okay, there it is, right? Under the deck, we have the death card here with the page of swords, right? There's an ending with a third party, right? Ending with the third party. There's a hangman. You're leaving someone hanging and moving on to a committed connection, which is what you want. That is something that you want. So let's clarify here. I'm just going to use the wrong cards, guys. Okay, tell me about the death card with the page of swords, the hanged man, and the ace of cups. Scorpio energy, Pisces energy. We also have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Three of Cups here. Okay. So, and I was only looking for one, but we got two. Under the deck, look, we have the Tower. We have the Tower, you guys, and the Hermit. See, this is a sudden change of direction. There's an energy of someone is pulling back your energy. Fire energy, strong Virgo energy here. So with this Eight of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups, this is an energy of someone who is really focused on, they're focusing on their goals. They're focusing on what they want to do, right? And with that Three of Cups, it's all about being happy, right? It's all about being happy at the end of the day. And this also represents friendship. Okay. This also represents friendship. So this is someone who's really like focusing on their work, focusing on making whatever they can do to better themselves, right? And also what they can do to be a better friend, you know what I'm saying, to others. There's an energy of not really wanting to just kick people to the curb, but there's the energy of really just wanting to be a friend. Or maybe there's the energy of telling people that you're working on yourself. You just want to be with yourself right now. You don't necessarily want to be in a relationship. And I feel like this may be how they friend zone others. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a sense of doing this in a certain way. Okay. Under the deck, the Tower and the Hermit. Yeah, because this person is, there's like, this is like all of a sudden, this person is now all of a sudden basically saying they don't want to date these people anymore. Right. So how else are you going to do it? Probably say, you know what, I have to work. I need to focus on my job. I really don't have time to date, like I used to. Or I'm not, there's an energy of maybe I don't have enough money. I can't really support going out and paying for things like I used to. There's that. And I'm getting that with that Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I'm getting a strong energy of doing in your pocket, focusing, working on yourself, your goals, and less of trying to please others. Okay, with that Three of Cups, because I feel like that is a lot of what was happening. Right? I feel like that was a lot of what was happening. Let's be real. I think that people were having fun. They were enjoying being out. They were enjoying whatever benefits it was to date you, and to go out with you. And of course, when you pull back on that, people are going to have an issue with it, but you have to do what's best for you. Okay. You have to do what's best for you with receive here. Okay. It says, may you know you are worthy of the gift. Okay. May you know that you are worthy of the gift. And this is an energy of being in a connection and having all of your focus be on one person and vice versa. But somebody is not happy about this. 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups in the reverse, 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Someone is going to be very defensive when you tell them that you are, you just want to be single. You know what I'm saying? When you tell them that you don't want to date them. Okay. Because that 3 of Cups also represents isolation. 10 of Swords. This is like someone who is like ending things out of anger, or someone who's feeling defensive, or they're trying to hold on to a situation even though you are wanting to move on. Either way, it's somebody who doesn't want to let go. Tell me about this energy, please. Cancer. Look, we got the World. We got the World. And we got the Queen of Swords. I told you. There it is. I can't show the World the picture because they're barely clothed. But we have the World here, and we have the Queen of Swords, Cancer. Okay, didn't I say this is someone who's defensive? They're in their feelings. They're upset. You know what I'm saying? Because this is an ending here, and this person is not wanting to let go. Under the deck, we have the Devil. Look, and the Judgment card. Y'all, I can't with the Chariot and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is holding on. This person doesn't look with the Fool. This person is holding on. They don't want to start over. They don't want to let you go. So, I mean, wow. Cancer, you very much have someone who has a very, very, who's very, very possessive. Okay, this person, they don't want to let you go. This is the Devil and the Judgment card. Okay, this person is realizing they feel like they can't go on without you. Okay, with the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who's literally holding on, not letting you leave. This is somebody who will like take your keys and try to hold on to them when you try to leave. So somebody is not happy about this. Okay. Let's look to see what the obstacles are. What are the obstacles that you are going to be facing, or the challenges? What are the obstacles or the challenges for Cancers? Please make sure you guys are hitting those like buttons for me. Hit those like buttons. The sooner you guys can hit the like button for me, the better. It helps with the algorithms and notifying others that we are out here. Oh gosh, my wrist, you guys, is like burning right now. There is so much pain. I feel like this cyst is like attached to like something. I don't know. It is burning. It almost feels like it does when they connect you to an IV. Oh my God, in your hand, and they put the medicine in there and it starts to burn, you guys. That's exactly how my wrist is feeling right now. So I must say this thing is attached to something, and it is very, very, very painful. So I can't wait till it's taken out, whatever it is. All right, what are the challenges here for Cancers? Holy Spirit, angels, and God. What are the challenges for Cancers? Well, yeah, and that's what happens because of my fingers. So my fingers are really just like hurting. So we got soulmates. We got love call here. We got twin flames. Yep. See, that's the issue. That is the issue. And we have clock. Time in time cycles, time to heal and progress. Okay. Twin flames and clock. I feel like there's an energy of these karmics or the others, those that you decided that you want to, either just be friends, or you just want to let these people know that, I'm sorry, but I'm moving on. I'm getting an energy of it's going to take some time, but they just need time to get over it. Okay. I feel like it happened very quickly with soulmates and love call. Okay, I'm just getting an energy of this is something that happened all of a sudden, like you weren't expecting it. And it's like an energy of, when love calls, you're answering, you know what I'm saying? And you're not letting this opportunity pass you by. Okay, I'm feeling like there's energy of wanting to get the message to this person. Okay. But with these karmics, I feel like it's going to take a while for them to get over it. But you're wanting to express your feelings for someone specific, right? But then you have other people, there may be more than one, that is not wanting to let you go. I feel like this may be a challenge for you because you don't want to move on and with this person, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one, and then have these other karmics popping back, like causing problems. Okay. Under the deck, look, we got seduction here. And then we have kisses. Okay. Seduction and kisses. Look, and then karmic relationship, y'all. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. And we have healing heart. See, I feel like, and coffee cup. See, there's an energy of you don't want these people showing up, wanting to talk, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to try to work things out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be embarrassing with both. Here you are, you've moved on. You have moved on, but these people are coming around wanting to have a conversation. And you're concerned that you've moved on with your new person, with your boo, okay, with seduction and kisses. You're all booed up with your person. And then here we go with these karmic relationship and healing heart. You know what I'm saying? They haven't yet gotten over the situation coming around and cramping your style. And I feel that this is very much a concern for you. I wouldn't want any I would not want any pop-backs. Let's look at the tarot message here. Holy Spirit, angels, Cancer. Okay, so we got Page of Cups. Yep, these are people that are sitting there thinking about you. We got you in their head. And look, under the deck, we have the Star in the reverse. Okay, so definitely there's the energy of the Star. First of all, the Star is all about divinely guided. It's also about your dreams coming true. You know what I'm saying? It's about your dreams coming true, but this is in the reverse. Okay. So this is an energy of not having any hope of your dreams coming true. And we have the Page of Cups here, right? So this is someone who has pretty much been thinking about you or had you on their mind. They can't get you off their mind. And with the Star in the reverse, there's an energy of feeling hopeless, right? Under the deck, 7 of Pentacles here, right? And we have the Hierophant behind the scenes. This is someone who was really waiting and hoping for some sort of higher level of commitment, right? And it's like, they know that it's never going to happen. You've basically let them know that you're moving on, that you're not interested, that you're interested in someone else, or that, you know what I'm saying? So this person is feeling super, super hopeless here. But they still have you on their mind. Okay? They still have you on their mind with the 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. There's honestly an energy this person is hoping that something will happen in the future. They're hoping that you will change your mind in the future about how you feel about them, that somehow something is going to change. Yep, that is it. There's an energy of hoping that your mind is going to change, but this is codependent. This is toxic. Okay, very much. Very much toxic. So let's see, what is the advice? What is the advice? Let's see what deck I want to use here. About Cancer, please. What is the advice for Cancer? Finger is really hurting, so I'm just going to pull. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Okay, that is the advice. So I guess basically Spirit is saying, listen, do not fret over anything that, if your heart is not in it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that is real, all of those other karmics, all of that was all fake. That was not true or real love. So there's an energy in calling a spade a spade. You're being honest about your feelings here. Look, actions speak loudly underneath the deck. Express your love through actions, okay? So I'm getting an energy of having conversation with people is not necessarily going to be helpful in this case. I feel like there are people who are very defensive, people who are very in their feelings. If they're obsessive and possessive, you're not going to be able to tell them anything different. I feel like there's an energy of you needing to focus on what, and who you care about, and you need to be about it. You see what I'm saying? Like your actions, you need to be focusing on them, giving them your time, your attention, your communication. I feel like any additional communication with other karmics is only going to be more difficult for them to let go. So I think Spirit is saying to just move on. Just move on. And let's see what the tarot has to say. I feel like this is saying to just move on. Don't say anything. Show actions speak louder than words. Okay? Literally. Literally. Look, the Four of Swords, y'all. Look at this. This is an energy of being quiet. Okay? This is somebody who is going in peace. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to say anything. And look, the Magician, baby, just making it happen. You don't have to say anything. All you need to do is be about it. Don't talk about it, just be about it. OMG. Under the deck, we have the King of Wands, baby. This is boss movement. This is being a leader. Okay, bosses don't have discussions. They just act. They take action. They make moves. You understand? With the Fool. Look at this. New beginning. You are moving on to a new start. You are not making any apologies about it. You're not asking for permission about it. You are just doing it. You are moving on. Okay? That's a beautiful, gorgeous reading. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. Okay? Don't talk about it. Just be about it. Some people don't understand a whole lot of talking. Do you know what I'm saying? You just got to do what you got to do. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please smash those like buttons for me, you guys. I am going to put content out for my members later on. I'm going to announce the winners coming shortly. I'm going to go live just to announce the winners. And I will see you later. I will upload more videos and content for you guys throughout the weekend. Take care, you guys, of each other and yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.